Hello everyone. Today let's learn a new song, one we haven't tried in class yet. This is a song called Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers. Bill Withers is one of my favorite songwriters of all time, and unfortunately he passed away this past week, so I thought it might be uh, fitting to learn a song of his this particular week. So before we jump into the song, click the link below and listen to the song if you haven't heard it before. Okay, great. So you listened to the song. So let's jump into it. What we're going to do is first work on our right hand. We're actually not going to use a pick at all for this song, but we're going to try finger picking, but not so. The pattern we're going to use is not so difficult. All we're going to do is alternate using our thumb for our bass notes, and then pointer, middle, and ring fingers for the upper notes of the chord. So, for instance, if you take a look, I'm taking my thumb and playing the open A string. We're just going to try open strings for right now. Open A string, and then strings 4, 3, and 2, D, G, and B. We're just going to play those open for now. So, and that's the pattern for the song. We're going to alternate what bass note we're hitting. Usually we're just switching between the A string and the E string. But our three fingers here are going to stay pretty much on these three strings the whole song. So that pattern is just going to be for the whole song. So if you want to take a minute and just practice alternating thumb and these three fingers simultaneously, that'll help a lot with getting you through the song. So now let's talk about the chords. There are only, I'd say, 3 definitive sections in this song, 2 of which the guitar is playing, the third Bill is just singing, and there's some drums happening. But the main chords we're going to be using are A minor 7, which is very similar to our A minor chord, which we definitely played before. But now all we're going to do to make this A minor and A minor 7 is we take our third finger, our ring finger, off of the 2nd fret of the G string, and now we play that string open. So we have open A, 2nd fret on D, open G, 1st fret on B, open E. And actually we're not even going to worry about that open E right now because we're just playing. So try that with me, just A, 1, A minor 7, 1 and 2, and ready, go. Cool. So that's going to be our main pattern. Then the next chord after A minor 7, we've got this kind of modified E minor chord. So what we're going to do is play our thumb on the low open E string, and then middle finger stays where it is from that A minor 7 chord. But now you're just going to play 2nd fret on that D, open G, and open B string. So that's, and we just play that for 1 beat like this. Then we switch to this modified G major chord, where all we need to do is play 3rd fret on the low E, and then the same 3 strings, but now all open. So that whole A section pattern is going to be like this: A minor 7, up. Do it again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's it. That is the majority of the song. We're just going to be playing this very simple pattern. That's it. Then our B section, what we're going to do is we're going to jump up. I'm going to give you 2 ways of playing this. If this first way is a little too hard, all we're going to do is jump up to the 7th fret and play our minor 7, 5th string minor 7 barred chord shape. So what we're going to do is 1st finger, 7th fret of the A string, 3rd finger, 9th fret of the D string, barring with our 1st finger, so 7th fret on the G string, and then middle finger, 8th fret of the B string. So that's an E minor 7 chord. It's basically this exact same shape from down here, A minor 7, all the way up here, barring on the 7th fret. So play that for one measure, and then we slide that exact same shape back 2 measures, or excuse me, 2 frets, down to a D minor 7 chord. So now we're on the 5th fret with our first finger, the 7th fret with our third finger, still barring 5th fret on the G string, first finger, and then middle fingers on the 6th fret of the B string. And that's a D minor 7 chord. So that B section sounds like this. D minor 7, then back to A minor like this, A minor 7. And that's that second section. The third section, he's just singing, as you just heard when you listened to the recording. He's just singing I Know over and over and over and over again. So we don't even have to play there. We just let that A minor 7 ring while the vocals are happening, and that's it. So let's go over those 2 sections back to back, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, before we do that, modified B section. If bar chords are still a little too difficult, what you can do is you can play E minor like this, then D minor like this. So instead of E minor 7 up here with our bar chord, the D minor 7, you can just play your normal E minor chord. Then D minor, so now we're switching, in case you need that fingering, we've got open D string, then second finger, 2nd fret of the G string, third finger, 3rd fret of the B string, first finger, 1st fret of the E string. So that's D minor. Normally our D major looks like this, right? We're just taking our 2nd finger, or our 2nd fret, moving back to the 1st fret, keeping the other 3 notes the same. That's D minor, okay? So, E minor to D minor in this version, let me show you that. 1 and 2 and ready, go. D minor. And we're back to A minor 7. That's it. Okay, so now let me play both versions, A and B, okay? A and B, starting with the bar chord version, okay? 1 and 2 and ready, go. Up to the next chord, E minor 7, D minor 7, back 2 frets, back to A minor 7. Cool. Now let's do the other version. So this time we're going to use those open chords down here for the B section. Okay, 1 and 2 and A minor 7. Go. E minor, open. D minor. Back to A minor 7. Okay, so now on to the bass line. And now the bass. So our bass line is going to mostly follow the pattern of the guitar part we just talked about. So if we're playing A minor 7, then E minor, then G major, our bass line is going to follow the root movement of those chords. So if we're playing A minor 7, 1 and 2 and E, G, A minor, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and E, G, A, 2, 3, 4. Just like the guitar part. So that'd be A, we're going to do that on the 5th fret of the low E string, then open E, same string, then G on the 3rd fret, back to A. So that's our main pattern, but the bass player is also doing this chromatic line leading back to A every once in a while. So if the main bass line goes like this, then he adds this in. So what's happening there is we're going open E, G on the 3rd fret, G sharp on the 4th fret, back to A. So that rhythm is 1 and 2 and E, G, A, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 2 and 3. That's it. Then, to get to our B section, we're doing this fun line leading up, just an A minor arpeggio. So, 2 and. So, all we're doing there is open A, 3rd fret on A, that's a C, then D, open D string, then landing on E, and that lands us on the top of the B section. Remember, we were playing E minor 7 to D minor 7. So that lead in is, okay. Then we've got this open G, then B on the G string, open G, E, 2nd fret of the D string, then open D. So that rhythm goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that again is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? Then, sorry. 2 and 3. Then we're using that chromatic line leading us back to A, like we did earlier in the A section. So the whole section is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So the B section is a little bit trickier than the A section, right? We've got a little bit more movement, but because the song is really just the A and B section back and forth, with a C section that gives you a little bit of break, it's only that little bit of material that you really need to work on. I'll notate that out so you can see the rhythms written really clearly, and that's about it for the bass. One last thing regarding the guitar part. One way that is pretty fun to end the song is to play an A minor 6 chord, and that sounds like this. So the way we get into that is we play our normal A section pattern, and then the last time we'd hit this chord, and that is an A minor chord, a normal A minor chord, open A, 2nd fret on D, 2nd fret on G, 1st fret on B, but then instead of playing this open E string, we'd play 2nd fret with our pinky on the high E string, and that sounds like this. So let's go one time before, 1 and 2 and A minor 7, go. Here we go. Another way you can play this chord, which is also pretty fun, is by jumping up to the 7th fret on the D string with your 3rd finger, 1st finger on the 5th fret of the G string, pinky on the 7th fret of the B string, and then having an open A string, or open E string, sorry, open A here, open E here, and that chord sounds like this. Same chord, just a slightly different voicing. So let's try one time in the progression before, and then land on this chord. Okay, 1 and 2 and ready, go. Just another option of how to end the song. Enjoy.